Power is a fickle thing. It is fleeting, volatile, passed around between the ruling houses of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros like a well-worn coin since records began. That is, until King Robert Baratheon, first of his name, wrenched it away from his predecessor and brought prosperity to the realm. Yet, how fragile is the peace that is built upon war. With Robert's death, 5 would-be kings rose up to pry the crown from his still warm hands. When kings squabble, it's the realm that bleeds. Its people neglected and left to fend for themselves. Few know this better than the forgotten brothers of the Night's Watch, sworn to defend the great wall of ice that stretches across the north. Beyond it lies a frozen wasteland, inhabited by savage, wildling tribes who would see Westeros burn. Although it may not be fire we should fear, if the tales ring true. For if the watch is to be believed, whatever stirs up there in the dark brings fate far colder than death. Even so, their pleas for aid are lost on a realm that refuses to remember. Fortunately, there are still those who do heed the Watch's call. In the far reaches of the north, the master of a lowly house calls upon his bastard child for aid. For if the Night's Watch falls, who then will stand between us and the cold? Yes, power is a fickle thing. But winter is coming.
Who's there?
Your bastard, father.
Come in. I'm fine, child. Mary cares for me well, just as she did for you when you were a babe.
To Windsor. Bring their maester here.
No. No. Even 100 maesters cannot stop what is happening to me.
What?
I didn't call you home to tend to me. Castle Black has been quiet of late. But your moment is never this silent. Neither is Kenneth. Your uncle might have sent word. I fear something is terribly wrong. Hide Castle Black at once. Learn what you can. And return to me safely. Whatever the wall faces. All faces. The defenses must hold. Watch your footwork.
Yes, that's more like it. Come. Again.
Thank you.
Uncle!
Come, you've grown.
Rum.
As
So, have you?
for now, father sent me here. He hasn't been in weeks.
Couldn't spare the
Sao
raven.
con chị nó ở đâu rồi?
It's been outright chaos up here.
There's been no word from Lord Commander Mormont either.
Ba.
The Lord Commander is dead, murdered in a mutiny. But there is someone worth...
John?
Jon Snow. It starts
John
busted.
Snow.
But we haven't heard...
To the gate! It's one of the missing red! What happened out there? Where are the others? Hold him still, damn it! I'm trying. Hurry up! Brace yourself.
Step aside. Give him some space. Get him inside. Freeze to death out here. It's one of John's party. Looks like trouble. I'm riding out. Wait here until I return.
I'm coming with you.
Forget it. You're not a member of the Watch.
Uncle, I can look after myself.
Ready yourself. It's dangerous out there. This is my kid. They're coming with.
Brave one, aren't you? Or just stupid?
A little of both.
Where are we going?
The Rangers John went looking for were on patrol somewhere to the east. Best we start there.
Wouldn't it be quicker to cut through the trees?
I don't intend to spend a minute longer in there than I have to.
You sound afraid, Uncle.
You should be too.
You think it's John?
Nah, he didn't plan to stay out here.
Things never go as planned in this damn forest. We're going on foot. Could be wildlings. By the gods.
Who would do this? Wildlings?
No. This was the work of no man.
Don't you start with that.
We're heading back to the wall.
No.
I've seen battles. Men ripped to shreds, but this...
There's 2 or 3 rangers here. The rest are wildlings. Torn apart by shards of ice. Never seen anything like it. There's got to be something here. Why don't you stay dead?
You all right? Hurry.
từ somewhere.
Those creatures, what were they?
Whites. The dead brought to life. That can't be good. Quick, to the horses.
Good. Let's move. They won't be far behind us.
Good to see you, John. We're in your debt.
What are you two doing this far north of the wall?
We came to get you. We need you back at Castle Black.
Well, you're here now. Did you send them back to the wall?
The Rangers are dead, John.
Then their blood is on my hands.
It's not your fault. You couldn't know.
Perhaps. This path ends in the river. The wall's just beyond.